gentlemen, Jordan here, the PH is silent, and we are going to prep some Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know, well, first of all, excited to have you here. Thank you for coming live. And normally I do this on around 9 a.m. on Sundays, but I had to watch my son, and things just worked out for this way. So we're going to do it a little bit later. But thank you guys for tuning in. The thing is I have a lot of this already. I have it already prepped. So we're going to go over what I do have prepped and kind of talk about where the party's going to go for the Rod of Seven Parts game. And then after that, we will maybe get the third rod piece figured out. So, but yeah, we've got a lot of people in chat. Platinum Sketch, Shannon Carl, the Death Booster. Hello. Excited to have you guys here. Thank you for joining me. Did not stream last week, and so did not prep D&D last week. So it kind of I feel like I'm out of the habit, I don't know, of doing this. It's really nice to have it when it's weekly and you understand what's happening. So yeah, we're gonna switch over and we're gonna talk about some Dungeons and Dragons. So I want to see what I've got done here. So for the 11th game, March 11th, which was last Wednesday. Hello, BK Dan and other people. Welcome. We had some possible objectives. They could find out what's happening in Neverwinter. They could follow the rod, figure out the demon summoning, the severed arm, steal the 3 arrows. So they ended up kind of doing this. So let's do a color on that or something. We'll say blue is we've already done it, and yellow is yet to be done or something. So they kind of, well, that's too dark. So they kind of did that, and then this is what they're going to do soon. And then these are the 3 that they haven't really done. So I realized I didn't make notes for myself very good. During the recap here, I put some of the things that I just wrote down, the messages that they were saying back and forth to each other to remember them. But let's actually do a recap. So in the last episode, I should have done this at the end of the episode, but I was busy. In the last episode, they got us a Zentarum safe room in Neverwinter via Siren. And so Siren got him this room that was safe. We kind of had some stuff that go, and I say stuff, but we had things that go back and forth because they were each wanting to receive messages. Lex's character, Shifter, wanted to get messages, and Siren wanted to get messages out to the Zentarum. And they decided to, they got a clue. They got a clue that the demon summoning shipments coming to Neverwinter were arriving via the Zentarum and the dwarf Arnthung. So they went and investigated Arnthung, and they quickly discovered he was a demon, but only recently. The real Arnthung was dead in the cellar. So now they have decided to leave Neverwinter and follow the pull of the magic wand, i.e. the rod of the fragment. of the Rod of 7 Parts. So, clickety clack, lots of keys, awesome stuff. So they're going to follow the rod, and that's kind of what we're prepping today. So with that, I wanted to go back up here real quick. Problems that I made myself. Demonic summoning materials in Neverwinter, false names on the ledger. Okay, we did that. There are people who know they can try to stop them, and the magic arrows. What's the deal in Neverwinter? So, the Zentarum are kind of, there's going to be a split in the Zentarum. There's people that are Siren's followers are going to have a group that or she works for the Zentarum, and Siren works for the Zentarum. The Zentarum is going to have like a split faction. So I need a villain for Siren's mother, who is like the head of the Zentarum. So let's go back down here, and we're going to say, whoops, not what I wanted to do. Sorry. Haha. Hit the wrong button. Okay. Yeah. Problems Jordan has made for himself. Number 1. We need a Zentarum villain that is helping the Queen of Chaos. So real quick, I need everyone slow down, ladies and gentlemen. We need to go to Forgotten Realms wiki, and we're gonna search for the Zentarum. And who's the leaders of the Zentarum? Manshun is the founder and formerly, so leaders are, who's this? Perighost? Perghost. How would you pronounce that? Perghost? Perighost? Perghost? Was one of the great mysteries of the Zentarum's fortress of Darkhold. The warrior appeared out of nowhere in 1356 CR, offering his services to the Black Network. He gave no name other than the Perighost, and refused to speak of his history. Within 3 years, he was given command of the Keep's entire army. He accomplished this by being ruthlessly efficient and not playing favorites. Darkhold's army was one of the few places in the Black Network where soldiers were promoted by merit, not by scheming or bribes. As such, the Perighost was not just feared, but respected by the Zentiliar. All right. Where does this guy come from? So he is a deity of Cyric. Okay. So I think we could use this, Divine Champion, or we could have a Manshun, Peer Ghost? I don't know. Or we could have a Manshun clone, trying to get the, that could be fun. So what do we think? Do we want to use this guy, or do we want to use a Manshun Ghost? And when I say use, I want to use him as the Zentarum villain. So he's going to be kind of like a subplot villain working for the Queen of Chaos, hoping to capitalize on the chaos, because chaos is a ladder. Am I right? Emerged the most senior organization. He appeared to still be in command of Darkhold, and as a result, the wider Black Network. And that is from Sword Coast Adventures Guide. Okay. Interesting. So, D&D Beyond. Let's go to sources, source books. Sword Coast Adventures Guide. I want to look, it's just, yeah. It's probably easier just to search for him. There? Oh, Pear Ghost? Like there? I don't... If that's true, I don't like that. BK Dad, sorry. I mean, that might be right, but a Darkhold. After all, the Zentarum organization gained an evil reputation. And thank you guys for being on this journey with me. This is kind of what we do, is we're just going to figure out the next little bit of the game. So, Zendel Keep was burning, blah, blah, blah. This guy could be interesting. Darkhold could actually be an interesting topic video. Along in the years that followed, reputation, membership in the Zentarum, described the Zentarum as a family and leaders as my good friends. Yeah. A series of humans might have masqueraded during the past century. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to say Paraghost. I like that. But her mom's name is Ghost. So maybe I shouldn't. But we won't bring that up just yet. How about that? This will be, I have time to like think about this, but some kind of cool villain, and maybe I can maybe I'll read something in the adventure today and we can like turn around and use that. So Paraghost here is using the Queen of Chaos and the Demons influence to hopefully gain control of the Zentarum. Siren and her mother, Ghost, are not aware of this. So Zentarum villain, and then we need Rikiri, who is the Aarakocra. Have I done a video on Volo? I haven't. Sorry. But like, hi there. No, I should do, and he's on a list of people that I would like to make a video on, especially now that I think we have stats for him because of, yeah, I think there's stats of him in Waterdeep Dragon Heist. I could be wrong. But it would be, yeah, a 5th edition book on Volo would be really good. I read a lot of his books because I need him for history stuff. So Rikiri needs to know that the artifact she seeks is the Rod of 7 Parts. And I was thinking we could have another dream from her patron, who is a fallen angel. So we can have a dream, and then I don't think there's any other problems that I made for myself, because they're gonna follow. The rest of it we have like a bunch of this other stuff. So, could be Zentarum, Frog, Arrow Heist. They're not going to do the Arrow Heist. Even if they do, we kind of have an idea of what we're doing there. So, now that we've done the problems, the journey before us is next. And basically, we have this. Follow the Black Wand's pull. And so I'm going to highlight this. Control C, and this is the beauty of doing this like this, and I have this right here. So now, all I have to do, I don't want that to be 6 though. I don't want that to be 6. Tools. What if I hit enter? Oh, it's gonna do it, isn't it? Yeah, because it thinks it's tied to this one. Huh. Let's try doing that. Nope. Let's try doing that. Nope. Okay, so I want to clear the no. Delete. What if I do 1 and hit paste that way? Okay. That's all I had to do. We fixed it. Huzzah! So for the Black Wand's pull, they're going to go to the Underdark. They have a map, and they're headed east to Yartar. They're not going to get to Yartar, but they're headed there. Let's bring up a map. I've got one somewhere. Not in this folder, but in this folder over here. I need you guys to stop yelling at me. Stop yelling! I've got way too many folders. Okay. Yeah, we can do this one here. All right. Ooh, okay. Whoa, that's a little too big. So let's go up to, or down. Down to Warlock's Crypt, Baldur's Gate. No, so we did want to go north. Neverwinter, right there. So they're going to go through Neverwinter Wood, and then Yartar is right there. Sorry if I'm making you sick with everything. Next to the Dessarian River, and there's a lot of like Acquisitions Incorporated has a lot of stuff in here because everything is Sword Coast. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. So that is their journey. They have a map. So we're going to say somewhere in this region here, this like mountainous area, they're going to find a cave. So let's write that down. So this is the one I want. Okay, so we're going to say they have a map headed east to Yartar. And then I have Bugbear attack if needed. Where else am I having people talk to me? Just here, Malvisk. Just here, just saying hi. Just not a lot of people are talking, I guess. So we're gonna have maybe a Bugbear attack, and I don't know if I need this. But they're gonna. So let's copy this, and they're gonna find a goblin warren that is abandoned. Maybe some goblin corpses around. And then under that, we could have the Bugbear attack. And I doesn't necessarily have to be an attack. They could be defensive because demons have attacked them. So I kind of like that. So they don't necessarily have to be, I can't spell, because demons have attacked them. So these Bugbear chieftains, or the Bugbear and the Bugbear chief, they're going to be on the defensive, but if our friends just straight out attack them, they attack them, maybe they can interrogate one of them and get some information. As they go deeper, they meet Mazel and his pet giant badger Thisbe. Mazel is a gnome thief that has the following magical items: a ring of mind shielding and bracers of defense. What he knows is that a band of goblins lived in these caves, but a group of hill giants dug them out. He's not lying. He just doesn't know about the demons. So we'll say that. And the complex goes on for miles and is deep. Here for treasure, hopefully, with the goblins and bugbears gone. The complex goes on for miles and is deep. No monsters that he knows about are around, but there are fishmen deeper in. Kuatoa. Plenty of mushrooms and rumors of some treasure. So I don't really know what kind of treasure, but maybe he doesn't know either. Maybe he's keeping that a secret. Maybe we'll make it up on the fly. He's obviously got some treasure on him. So when they get to the Underdark, so then they're going to start exploring the Underdark, hopefully. They're going to meet the Aboleth Titchthis, which is in the book, the second or the Rod of Seven Parts book. They're going to send an individual so Aboleth is going to send individual messages to each party member that another party member told them a secret to turn on one another. And so let's talk about those secrets. Who has relationships in this game? And for this to be more interesting, we will go to the spelunking page. Yeah, so who has actually that's too big. Who has relationships? And we know that Rikiri, Rikiri and Lagwin have relationships. So we'll just say Rikiri and Lagwin, and Siren and Shifter. So he pinky promised to keep something for someone, but not to open it. Okay, I like that. Yeah, we can work on it. Are you talking about you're talking about the gnome thief Mazel, I assume? Oh, Shifter and Siren. Okay, yeah. So, awesome. So Rikiri and Lagwin, let's focus on them first. So Rikiri gets a message that Lagwin, is using her. But maybe Siren will be easier. I like this. So Shifter gets the feeling of a knife in his back. And this is Mind Contact, yeah. Shifter gets the feeling of a knife in his back and knows it to be Siren. Siren demands he remove his hood. Siren hears Shifter say, the party is level 6 at this point. Yeah. Siren hears Shifter say, the Wizards of are coming for the Zentarum. Maybe. Rikiri gets a message from Lagwin saying, I don't know why this is more difficult than it should be. Rikiri gets a message from Lagwin. What does Lagwin have? Lagwin is helping her out of just like being a good person. And Rikiri... Oh, okay. Rikiri believes that Lagwin is going to sell the artifact once they find it. No, this is going to be as they're traveling down through the Underdark. And I don't know. So here's a question for you guys. Should I have them do wisdom saving throws and then the Aboleth has been able to do probe deeper in their brains, or should I just have the Aboleth like poking around in their brains? And I think that's more interesting because if they do saving throws, they know something's up. But either way, they're good role players. They're gonna play it off. So the Aboleth is in this lair, yeah. So they're going down towards this Aboleth that will have the second piece of the rod fragment there. So Lagwin. Hi, phone. Lagwin is kind of the mystery here. Lagwin believes... that's awesome, Cold Flame Live. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Thanks. Lagwin believes that... glimpses and then a wisdom saving throw to dig deep. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Voltaire. That... Yeah, so maybe we'll do secrets, wisdom saving throw. This could also be interesting for them to start asking more questions about one another, which could be interesting for an audience to watch. Lagwin believes that Siren is going to kill him for his sword. Maybe his sword? I don't know. That's kind of like a stretch, but that could be something. Yeah, so we'll try that. Intelligence. Is it intelligence to stop? What is the mind spell? What is that spell called? Read thought? Detect thought? No. Yeah, detect thoughts. Detect thoughts is a wisdom save. Okay. But let's be honest, we should just be looking up the aboleth, because the aboleth can do this, I believe. So if a creature communicates telepathically with the aboleth learns the creature's greatest desires. If the aboleth can see the creature, we're gonna do some stuff, or take some creative changes to make sure that this just works out interestingly. But it looks like it's a wisdom save, so I'm gonna say a DC 14 wisdom save for this. Yeah, so we'll say DC 14 wisdom save. Greg says, thanks for all the Faerun content. Haven't had time to go through it, but it brings warm and fuzzies from 26 years of DMing the world. That's cool. Shifter hears a knife being pulled right behind him and quickly looks back, only to see Siren quickly put something away while staring at him menacingly. Wisdom fail will make him think that she's... Yeah, that's exactly what I need. That's awesome. Thank you, Voltaire. Yeah. So he knows not to trust her, basically. Wisdom fail, he thinks Siren is trying to get at his money, magic, get at his identity. That's what he cherishes the most. So that's what that's what he super cherishes. Okay. So, all right. So we have secrets done. So now back to the aboleth. The aboleth lies in a cocoon of slime and controls Kuatoa. There are magical alarms that he has placed to know intruders. Potential detect magic can find these alarms, so they know something's up. So I'm going to give them that shot. The first room they find is a crystal chamber. This is an illuminated chamber that reflects psychic damage. So if they take a shard of crystal, they could potentially use their reaction to reflect damage back at the aboleth. And I don't know exactly. I like to leave things ambiguous, so they might not know what this is. But if they're creative about it, I think, if they are creative about the chamber, they can take some of these crystals. So I want to... Yeah, so this is just kind of like an overall... I should have this up here. So we're gonna change this. This is gonna be up here like that. Okay. So the aboleth is up here, and then we have secrets, which I like these a lot. We're gonna underline that so I remember that it's cool. I'm gonna underline it. Remember, it's cool. Crystal chamber. So we have this crystal chamber. So that's something they can use to their advantage potentially. This is a maybe encounter where there's some Kuatoa and an Umber Hulk. And I think I'm gonna remove that because if they have the hobgoblin encounter, lair actions. So the aboleth does have is legendary actions. There are lair actions. But I'm not going to use these because I think once you start doing the lair stuff, it increases its difficulty too much. So we're kind of making our own interesting stuff because if they all get charmed, it's going to be bad news bears. I want them to succeed, but I want it to be difficult, you know? So I'm going to get rid of this Umber Hulk chamber because I think there's just too much stuff going on. They run into some drow who attack, potentially. We'll put a question mark there. They can't go back to Menzo Berenzen because they lost their wizard. And if they return without him, the priestess of Lulth will kill them. So they're in a pickle and they're willing to negotiate. However, willing to negotiate for aid. Yeah, I like that. So let's well, I'll figure out drow later. I gotta highlight in yellow the things that are stuff I gotta do. Drow are trying to get their wizard back from under the mind control of the aboleth. So we got to have a drow wizard. The lair of Tichlis has a drow mage. Okay, so I did put the wizard there, who is experimenting on Kuatoa. Has a drow. Get there. I'm going to change this to mage. There we go. So we know it's the same thing. Hello, Justin Wells. Yeah, I mean, drow are fun. And Lagwin's character hates the Underdark, so it's really, I think it's going to be fun that they're doing this. So maybe like a mini fight with some Kuatoa, drow help, fight with the drow mage. Drow can also assist. And then finally, the fight with the aboleth. Environmental effects to help our party. So let's, is this a, that's just the monster. Let's go to our tools, encounter builder, and rod of 7 parts. This is, okay, yeah. So I think I have, can I just, no. I want to see my encounters. Where are my encounters? Do I just go to tools? I love your stuff, D&D Beyond, but I get confused. Creations, my encounters. Okay. Rod of 7 parts. Here we go. So this is the aboleth, and this was when they were level 5. So let's change this. So now, oh, they're still level 5 because they haven't leveled up. Okay, let's make a new one. Create new rod of 7 parts, aboleth, level 6. So change. So we're gonna say 4. No presets. Get out of here, presets. 5 level 5 characters? No, 4 level 6 characters. Okay, 4 level 6 characters. Aboleth. That's still real difficult. So we're gonna lower his. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna lower his hit points, and we're gonna make him something. We're gonna play around with this. I'm gonna play around with that later though, because I don't know. But we're gonna do environmental effects to help our party. So I think potentially drow to help or make the situation more difficult. Drow could get charm or mind controlled. I know they're resistant to, or immune to charm, I think, but oh, they're resistant to charm, but they could get mind controlled. I like that. Environmental effects to help our party. Perhaps a stalagmite. Stalagmite? Is it stalagmite? Yeah, drow can be bought off with supplies. No, that's exactly what I want. They are running low on supplies and require assistance. A wounded creature. Where was I? I think a stalagmite is a little too, or a stalactite. That's what I'm thinking of. The one from the ceilings. I think that's a little too on the nose that it was like, oh, but like, I don't know, maybe a cave-in seems kind of, I think an aboleth would be too smart for that. I don't know. So they could potentially free Kuatoa, but I don't know how. Free the drow, I don't know how. Cause a cave-in. Something to do with slime, like if they destroy the slime. Home with fire. I like that. So, fight with aboleth. Let's go back up here. The room is covered in a thick mucus that allows the aboleth to swim around. It is flammable. So they could potentially start a whole fire in there. I like that. So we're going to erase that. And then the second part of the rod is the one that casts the spell slow. So we will say it's flammable, but has the slow or difficult terrain. But difficult terrain. So we've got 2 wizards. They might be able to do something cool with that, right? I don't know how they can free the drow unless they have like dispel magic or something, but maybe even just like slapping them. Yeah, maybe like, how would you, let's see. Charm. How do we, well, that's a spell. What is the effect of it? It is, okay, so what is that's what I want to know, is the status effect of charm. A charmed creature can attack the charmer or target of the charmed with harmful abilities or magical effects. The charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature. Actually, okay, Voltaire's Rewind, is that what it is? Sorry, your name's awesome. I'm terrible with names. What if there are magical threads coming from the aboleth's mouth into the heads of the people that he is mind controlling? So if they want to, they could potentially cut those threads, maybe with the Sunblade, or maybe with the Rod of 7 Parts. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I like this. Okay, so environmental effects. Threads of something. Well, threads. Coming from the aboleth to mind control Kuatoa and drow. They can be cut with a magic weapon. So we'll say that. Potentially they could cause a cave-in, so you're like, yeah. And then they find inside the aboleth's mouth, like a weird tooth, they find the second part of the rod. Treasure, they find a bunch of gold that he's got, like, you know, under his slime thing. They find a magical blue sapphire, which is an air elemental gem. I thought that was kind of a nod that maybe they would need air elementals later on, so they could have the conjure elemental spell with that. Spider silk threads, exactly. Yeah, I love it. And a potion of love, this like charmed thing, because that kind of made it sound. So those are our things. So yeah, we have, I mean, this is probably going to be like 2 or 3 sessions in all honesty. I need to do less, I think, but I'm still having fun with this. So the next part, rod fragment number 3. And if we go to, this is all that. So uninvited guests is rod fragment number 3. It's a little too big. There we go. So the rod's third segment is currently the property of a fire giantess named Ciri Dragos Dotur. She uses the 6-inch fragment as a hairpin, and this fragment allows you to cast haste. So also we should put in potential side quest trying to put the rod fragments together. Rod fragments repel from one another unless a specific ritual is there to, unless a specific ritual is done. What's his name? Mazel Arnthung. Kiri, Hound of Law, our quest, yeah, okay, so, our question might be, oh, I want to keep that page number. Might be able to help out, makes an appearance at some point. I'll work him into the story when it feels right. So rod fragment number 3 is part of is a giant hazard, a fire giant, and there's a whole thing here that I don't think I necessarily, oh my gosh, you guys are donating money. This is crazy. Thank you so much, Greg. If one created an Faerun adventure that was comparable in quality to Tomb of Annihilation, Dungeon of the Mad Mage, would a lot of people use it if it was on DM's Guild? Is there a demand for campaigns? I think there is a demand for, well, I don't know if there's a demand for campaigns, but I think there's, I would say there's an interest on the DM's Guild for one-shots. Specifically, people like the idea of putting something into their campaign. And so it's like, I just need like a 3 or 4 session kind of thing. And so, yeah, but like a huge Dungeon of the Mad Mage, we kind of have that, you know, cause it's called Dungeon of the Mad Mage. But yeah, thank you so much for donating. That's really nice of you. So they're gonna, okay. Rod fragment number 3. The pull of the new fragments now pull up. Not the surface, but a floating cloud giant castle. They're going to have to learn how to fly, because they have to get to this castle. Some of them already can fly. Rikiri can fly, and I think Shifter can fly. The PCs simply decide to stop storing the rest of the remaining spells. Oh, we're still in spelunking. What am I doing? Uninvited guests. Okay, Rod's third fragment. Yeah. That's too zoomed in. I'm doing it again. So they have to find this castle, and we're almost wrapping up here. So I think I have enough for next week, and then we can tackle this on week 3, or the following week. But I just want a little thing. So they're going to try and find this castle. It sits atop a peak. So that's interesting. Scale the peak takes 6 days. We'll hand wave that, figure that out. And then there's climbing checks that are kind of interesting. They might do something completely different after this, but yeah. Yeah, I would really say that we don't need a giant. This is towards Greg again. That you don't need a giant, like, year-long campaign. Just start writing some smaller stuff and put it on there. Get some cool art, and actually you can use a lot of Wizards of the Coast art. Follow the DM's Guild rules. I myself am trying to write another DM's Guild adventure, and doing it in my spare time, which is never. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's going to be really cool. I hope. And then when it's out, I'll let you guys know, obviously. But it'll be really cheap, like $2 or something. My last one was $1. And then I think there's like a wedding on this. See the cloud. The PCs are flying in. They can enter the castle almost anywhere they wish. Before the party actually arrives, a number of events occur where there's smoke or fire, fresh mountain breeze, smoke, investigation check. Okay, so yeah, we can do some fee fi fo fum stuff. This is going to be a lot of fun. But we have a floating cloud giant castle. That's the important part there. Rod fragment number 3, a hairpin of a fire. We might change that, so I'm going to do this. Of a giantess. Okay. And our Questin, just so you guys know, he is a Vadi who is male Vadi, which is the Vadi they are the Wind Dukes of Akka who have friends with the Rikiri. One thing we need to do before we leave is I did it again. One thing we need to do is Rikiri gets I keep spelling her name wrong. Receives a dream message. What is this dream message going to be? Hey, Victor, nice to see you. You're awesome. I love you reading your comments on the Saturday morning D&D show all the time, so thank you for watching that as well. Get some water going. Rikiri needs to receive a dream / message from her patron. It's going to say, you're on the right track. Your destiny and birthright are closer than you think. Follow the rule of law and assemble the rod. I'm going to open up a new window that you guys can't really see because it's different, but we're going to check her backstory really quick, and I'll post it in here. But I have a folder of the backstory she gave me, Brenna, who plays Rikiri on the Rod of 7 Parts. Hello, if you're just joining us, my name is Jordan with a silent PH in the middle. We're doing some dungeon prep. Really exciting stuff. There we go. Rod of 7 Parts. Backstories. Rikiri's patron is a fallen angel who stole her egg. Raised by this angel, she was trained to be an instrument of good. And I have, she left this open for me. So the fallen angel is fallen because this angel wanted the gods to aid the Vadi in the fight against chaos. And when he went to help the agents of chaos, when he went to help the Vadi against Miska and the Queen of Chaos, he disobeyed orders, and so he was kicked out. And he raised the Vadi, or he raised Rikiri. Yeah. So this works, I think. This dream, you're on the right track. Your destiny and birthright are closer than you think. So we'll start off with she's at the battle of Pesh, which is the Battle of Pesh is the great fight between Miska the Wolf Spider and the hero where the rod shattered. So she's at the Battle of Pesh. Sorry, not she. Oh yeah, she is watching her patron, fallen angel, fighting demons on the material plane. while fighting, he sees Rikiri and tells her, "You're on the right track. Your destiny and birthright are closer than you think. Follow the rule of law and assemble the rod." And I think that will be enough to put her on the track of this thing. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So, sorry, I'm missing chat because I was doing other things. But let's see. Of assembling the rod, did I say it wrong? Follow the rule of law and assemble the rod. But the fallen angel did not follow the rule of law. No, so yeah, they need to assemble the rod. And her thing is she's trying to find an artifact for her angel to get him back into heaven, is kind of what she wants to do for her patron. So she has a celestial patron, and it's this fallen angel who's a good guy, but he got kicked out because he did not follow the god's laws. So the Mount Celestia gods, and I don't know what gods those are. We're gonna kind of work with the players on that, but her patron wanted to lead an army of angels to assist the Vadi, the Winddukes of Aqua, same thing, to assist the Vadi against the Queen of Chaos and put an end to Miska the Wolf Spider and all these things. But the angels were not allowed to because the gods would not allow interference. If like they wanted you have to protect Mount Celestia, you have to protect the planes of good and law. We do not interfere with this prime material plane, whatever. He went anyway to help because it was the right good thing to do, but he broke the law up above in heaven. And so because of that law being broken, he was kicked out. He was kicked out of heaven. And as he left, he wanted to continually do the right thing and help Rikiri. And so he's going to help Rikiri he was raising her and protecting her. And he is going to aid her where he can, even though he cannot directly fight the Queen of Chaos and Miska the Wolf Spider by himself. So these adventuring people are going to help, and they're going to help. They're going to be able to defeat Miska by assembling the rod and destroying him. So yeah, Angel broke the Prime Directive. That's BK Dan. High five. That is exactly what it is. Good job. I'm going to use that. That's hilarious. So yeah, no interference. That's and it's a stupid law. We all hate the Prime Directive, don't we? Yeah. So that's kind of her story, and we're figuring that out. That's what I love about Dungeons and Dragons is we just flesh it out and the story unfolds rather than just knowing what it is direct off the bat. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining me later than usual, but I very much appreciate coming out and watching us live. Greg, again, thank you for the super chat. That was very nice of you. Completely unnecessary, but it's awesome of you, so thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I will be back next Sunday with another live stream about the events, and we'll do some more dungeon prep on the game on Wednesday. So if you guys want to watch the game on Wednesday, it is live on Twitch, twitch.tv/nerdimmersion for 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. There's a link in the doobly-doo below. You can watch it live. It's going to be awesome. Archived episode, and it's on there for a while too, because I have a lot of people who are like, when is it going to be on YouTube? The VOD is on Twitch, and Ted will get the video on YouTube at some point, and that's on Nerd Immersion Plays. There's also a link in the doobly-doo. If you want it as a podcast and you want to support content like this, consider becoming a patron for just $1, and I put the audio of it on there as a podcast, and it comes with an RSS feed. You can plug it into your favorite podcast software and get it weekly. So you guys are great. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much, and I will see you hopefully Wednesday. I'm going to go on a walk because it's a nice day out, and I've been cooped up in here, and I'm going to work on a video tonight and tomorrow for Wednesday, and then I think I've got some more reviews I want to do, and I've also got a Magic the Gathering video that I shot, like Magic the Gathering in D&D. I shot this entire video. I watched the footage. I don't like it. So I'm going to revise my outline and I'm going to reshoot it. And hopefully that video will be out in a couple weeks. So lots of good projects coming out. I'm excited for the world of Dungeons & Dragons. And of course, Wildmount comes out on Tuesday. So I'm sure there'll be lots of interesting stuff to talk about like that. Yeah. Thank you again. You're awesome. You're beautiful. Take care. Be excellent to each other. Wash your hands. And I will see you all in the... Oh, not. What's wrong? Yeah, we've been streaming for an hour. I gotta go. I'm sorry. Stay home. Oh, go out. Oh, yeah. Sorry. You're right. I shouldn't go. I thought... We'll be fine. We're just gonna go walk into the park. I'll wash my hands. Don't worry. Take care, everybody. Bye.